What's the craziest trip you've ever had? We thought we were ready for anything. My friends and I decided to try acid for the first time, eager to experience the mind-bending trips we'd heard so much about. What we got instead was pure chaos, something none of us were prepared for. It all started at my house while my parents were out of town. The plan was simple: sleepover, snacks, and a journey into the unknown. Jack, the self-proclaimed adventurer of our group, showed up with a smug grin and handed us each a tiny unmarked baggie. "Trust me," he said, "this stuff is next level. It's definitely some kind of acid." We all hesitated but eventually gave in, swallowing the mystery substance. At first, nothing happened. We laughed nervously, teasing Jack about getting ripped off. But then it hit us all at once like a wave dragging us under. My skin tingled, the room melted into swirling colors, and I could feel reality slipping away. And then I saw him. In the middle of my living room, my naked dad appeared out of nowhere, sprinting toward me at full speed. His face was twisted in determination. His everything was flailing in ways I'd rather not describe, and he looked like he was auditioning for a horror movie. My heart stopped. "Dad," I screamed, stumbling backward. My friends burst into laughter, pointing at nothing in particular. "Dude, what are you talking about?" Jack said between giggles. "Your dad's not here." But he was. At least in my mind. No matter how far I ran, he was right behind me, his naked body gleaming under imaginary spotlights. I bolted through the house, dodging furniture that morphed into twisting vines, screaming, "Get away from me." My friends just kept laughing. "Relax," one of them shouted. "It's the trip, man." Easy for them to say they weren't being chased by their naked dad wielding the world's worst nightmare. I ran upstairs, downstairs, into closets, and even tried hiding under a table. Nothing worked. He was everywhere, closing in. His crazed smile burned into my brain. Eventually, I collapsed in the kitchen, out of breath and out of options. I shut my eyes, willing the hallucination to stop. But when I opened them, there he was towering over me, grinning and flopping. I let out the most blood-curdling scream of my life and sprinted back to the living room. This time, my friends finally noticed how freaked out I was. Hey, calm down," one said, putting a hand on my shoulder. "It's not real, man. Just breathe." "Focus," Jack added, trying not to laugh. "Your dad isn't here. You're safe." Their words slowly sank in. I closed my eyes and took deep breaths, clinging to their voices like a lifeline. The tingling subsided. The walls stopped moving. And finally, mercifully, my dad disappeared. When I opened my eyes, my friends were staring at me, still trying to stifle their laughter. "What the hell did you see?" Jack asked. "I don't want to talk about it." By the time the trip ended, we all agreed this had been the wildest night of our lives. My friends saw melting TVs, floating animals, and rivers of color. None of that compares to my experience. It's been a week since then, and I still can't look my dad in the eye without cringing. One thing's for sure, I'll never take anything from Jack again.